I wrote something called The 13 Reasons You're Not as Successful as You Should Be. My name is Jim Kukrow, and I've been working as an entrepreneur online for the past 18 years. I've done it the hard way, through putting my hands in the dirt, going out there and making a success on my own. I've owned big companies, which I've sold. I've owned little companies, which I still own. And I've gotten to a point in my life where I have a lifestyle that I want. But to get to that point, a lot of things had to happen. A lot of successes, but guess what? 1,000 times more failures, right? We all experience failures in our lives, right? So this isn't gonna be a motivational message about how to overcome failures, but it is gonna be a message about how to overcome some of the things that might stop you from being successful moving forward. This is what I did, okay? This is not projecting onto you. These are 13 reasons why I wasn't as successful as I thought I should be. So let's move on to number one, which is the big one, and it's the tough one, right? 13, number one reason you might not be as successful as you should be. You're lazy. You know, success, as we all know, is built on hard work. Number 5 reason you're not as successful as you should be. You need to stop thinking too much. Has anyone ever had paralysis by analysis? Stop it. We live in an age right now where it's so easy to go out there and just change things. Go out there, launch something, put it in front of somebody. Number 11 reason you're not as successful as you should be. You're thinking way too small. When you think small, you follow, you don't lead.
The takeaway for me for Jim's presentation today was you're wasting time.
But most importantly, number 5 is what really stumps me the most, which is really thinking about thinking.
And I would just say that he really made it very simple, and after hearing him, I feel like taking some actions and moving forward today.
So my challenge to you is this. My challenge to you is to first admit that some of these things, or all of them, may have been stopping you from being as successful as you should be. Hopefully my experiences will help inspire you to live your dreams and experience the type of success you've always wanted.
I'm Joan Nossel with Try Life Coaching.
Helping people gain a greater awareness of themselves, their personal roadblocks, their desire for change, their desire for meaningful relationships, and increased confidence is my focus.
What would it be like for you to play on Monday rather than work on Monday? Work is actually meant to be play. It's meant to be filled with joy and anticipation. And so this is what we do as adults. We say, well, we can't play, we have to work. Here's the good news. Through positive intelligence exercises, you can improve your you can create a superhighway of positivity and positive thinking and diminish the gremlins, the mind chatter of negativity.
What's most important to know about Joan is authentic.
Joan's been most helpful in coaching me along raising my children.
You know, Joan is a wonderful relationship coach and a business expert, which makes her great as a corporate consultant or as a personal coach.
My number one takeaway from Joan's presentation was that positive reinforces positive and negative reinforces negative. Whichever of those paths you choose the most often, that's going to become your superhighway, your default. If you can make that positive, it just reinforces the positive in your life.
You can incorporate more play in your environment and see how you can change the culture of your environment by instituting an atmosphere of playfulness.
Hello, my name is Catherine Burek. I'm a business and career coach and author. Today I'm going to talk about a better way to make a job search match by making them fall in love with you. What makes a great match? This is a very important question. Dating and finding a job or finding the right candidate are actually almost the same kind of process. You're trying to find a good match. The recruiting process is eHarmony for business people. You would never propose marriage on a first date, ever. It's a bad idea. Why in the world do we think that it's okay to ask for a job or extend a job offer after what amounts to a first date? It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. Do the preparation, make them fall in love with you, and you will make a great match.
I would highly recommend Catherine as a speaker or as a coach.
You know, Catherine does an excellent job of showing how the employment and hiring process is a two-sided equation.
How she married the two together was brilliant, and it just put it in the thought in people's minds that if I'm positioning myself, if I'm presenting myself for that job, I really need to look at myself in that way. How can people fall in love with me?
One of the things that really resonated with me in her presentation was the use of stories in characterizing your skill sets, being able to bring assets that you bring to the table and use specific vignettes from your background to describe how that might apply in the workforce. So that was one takeaway from her presentation.
For more information about improving your job search techniques, please contact me directly by phone or email. I can't wait to hear your story and see how I can help.
My name is Chris Royer. I'm an employment lawyer and I'm a workplace coach.
How many of you thought about a boss or a coworker who might have been harassing you or retaliating? Show of hands. Off the cuff, anybody think about contacting a lawyer about that situation? I've been there too. So what I want to talk to you a little bit about today are situations when a lawyer can actually help you, and then what situations are much better for coaching. And in those coaching type situations, how can a coach actually help you?
There are very big differences between legal issues in the workplace that require a lawyer's assistance and the many, many kinds of situations that are not legally actionable, but where a coach would be a much better choice.
Think about a time that you have been in a workplace where you have not experienced bliss by any stretch. In fact, the polar opposite of workplace bliss. So I figured out that if I can go into coaching, I can help people in the workplace manage those problems.
For a free 30-minute consultation about how a coach can help enhance your workplace success, please contact me today.
Odds are you won't remember me. Why? Because we often forget 50 to 80% of what is said at events just like this less than 24 hours later. My name is Dan Simon. I'm a life coach, writer, speaker, and owner of Where's Your Road Life Coach Services. I'm here today to address and recognize what we as coaches, authors, and speakers need to do more of, which is to take action on what we learn. What are your goals? What steps are you taking to achieve them? It's all about that key, scheduling, taking action. When you have your shoulda, coulda, wouldas, it adds to your experience, okay? You are all here in this room. Each person has expertise in your chosen field. And your shoulda, coulda, wouldas do nothing but add to that experience when you're helping others.
Dan has a sensitivity to what is important for people that are struggling with their careers.
You know, working with Dan, I was able to say, okay, let's take this one step at a time. What are the big ones? Where do I really want to go?
His talent is he enables people to discover for themselves what it is they want.
I urge you today to do a couple of things to take action. One is when you leave here, commit to taking action towards one of your goals and your dreams. And then second of all, where do you want to go with that goal? Keep those things in mind when you're framing what is the next action you want to take towards that goal. For more information on how I can help you clarify your goals and achieve your dreams, contact me for your complimentary session to begin your life coaching journey.